All right, welcome back to episode 2.3 of Kay's Table.
We're back.
Yes, we have returned. So where we left off last time, and once again, if you're enjoying the story and want to continue to follow, like, subscribe to make sure you don't miss out on further pieces. Also remember that you can comment for suggestions or other ideas that might make their way into future games, as this game is completely open for all of our viewers and players to be able to include upon. We also have a listing of options, which I'll have a much better guide on how to use it by hopefully by next show. Please bear with me because I'm doing all the technical parts of this solo. But anyway, so back to the game. Where we left off, we have Fee, our warrior, who is under the effects of Refresher and seeing the entire world in slow motion right now.
While she's beating down a trail.
Yep, while you're speeding down a trail, chasing a giant skunk. The Skeksis is currently drinking a cup of coffee. And our satyr is up in the bedroom, clutching his spear for dear life, worried that the walls themselves are going to eat him. Never mind what might be behind him.
Is it nighttime by now?
Oh, yes.
I'm gonna head upstairs after finishing.
But you're not tired in the least.
I'm gonna head back upstairs after finishing my coffee and...
Yes, Mofo. He is playing with his shaft. His pointy one.
Why?
Well, Mofo says, sup, bro, and then LOL jacking it. Yeah, so... anyway.
After my
Never
cup of coffee,
PC.
I'm gonna go back upstairs. Before I enter the room, I'm gonna knock.
There's an echoing pounding at the door, with a fear of looming evil behind it.
From behind the door, you hear, "They're coming to get me!"
What's your character's name again?
Josiah.
Josiah, it's me.
Can you make a con check to understand?
Can I come
You
in
hear
with that?
what could be the Skeksis, but you're not sure. What if it's an imposter?
Insight check?
Okay. And not to mention the fact that it's a freaking Skeksis. The stories of the Skeksis talk about how they will eat children and like to do medical experiments on people. You've heard the old stories, and now knowing what happened to your family and the history of where you came from. What's her history? Where did she come from? How did she end up there? And was she partially responsible for what happened?
I just want to sleep for the night.
Oh, when you get dosed, sleep has no peace, and it's an odd, lucid life, as per Mofo Money.
Can I make a wisdom saving throw?
Yeah. And what are you trying to save wisdom on?
To see if he...
Scholar bird is friend.
Okay.
So I won't, try to
See if
spear
you
her
can-
when she gets in the door.
See if you can come out of your paranoia enough to remember that she's a friend. Okay.
Would I be able to cast Bardic Inspiration?
You can always do inspiration.
And this is a wisdom check.
Uh-huh.
18.
18? I'm pretty sure she's a friend. But then again, she's been acting weird lately. She's been running through trees. And you've seen her complain about walking down the hallway.
I investigate the door to make sure she's alone and she hasn't brought others.
There's no doorknob. You can't quite see. There's no keyhole. You can't quite see under the door frame.
So you hear a lot of scurrying behind the door, I'm gathering from this moment. And you hear behind the door, "Scalibert, is that you?
Yeah.
They made the door handle go away." It's exactly what you hear me say.
Can I come in?
I'd let you in and see if there's others, but unfortunately
There's
I can't find the door
no one
handle.
else.
The walls tell me there are.
I'm coming in.
The door starts to push against you.
I dive backwards. Get in the couch
Grabbing the
position.
spear, just...
That's the scene you walk into.
This little 3-foot satyr with a spear for dear life, looking frazzled, eyes bloodshot. Because I haven't blinked
alone,
in minutes.
See? I'm gonna get closer to the ground so I seem less threatening.
She starts crouching down like she's about ready to pounce.
God damn
I
it!
dive under the bed.
We're gonna stop right here.
What?
For a moment.
Fortitude.
bouncing through the woods. Okay. You look behind you for a moment, and you notice that leaves are like sweeping up behind you in kind of a rooster tail. It's weird because you're not going that fast.
Yeah, I'm just jogging.
Okay.
Sean.
And they just stay up in the air.
From Black Bottom was Sebastian chasing the cart.
Oh, it's not even. You're Roadrunner right now. You just me.
Okay. So, as you are hauling down the forest trail, okay.
Tracking my skunk. My
Yep.
dire skunk.
Yeah. You find your skunk, who has found a friend who's not very friendly, and is currently locked into a fight with what appears to be a large bear.
Oh fuck!
Yeah, it's only half the size of the skunk, and for you, it's considered, you'd probably consider it more of a cub, considering you're used to giant bears. But this would be what most people would consider a giant bear.
Can I imagine my sword being in my hand? Because I imagine it's not on my back anymore.
Yeah, it's already in your hand.
Okay.
This is gonna be a whirlwind of blood and death. I would be worried. Normally this situation would worry me. But no, Fee's gonna go, I'm gonna swing at it. She doesn't realize at this point she's like, she's almost on this whirlwind of spinning blades.
Who's that one?
How many hits did it take? 7 barbarian level.
Character.
Can I have a
Spin.
Tasmanian devil.
Yeah, she stays like that with a sword.
I'm gonna swing my sword around in a circle a few times. 6 pieces of bear later. It's like,
Can I please describe what I'm trying to do?
No.
Can you stop laughing long enough to do it? Don't laugh.
So can I go running up to it and slash at it?
Mofo says whirlwind attack.
Can I go running up to the bear and... I'm not gonna use that. Can I just go up to the bear and just slash at its side area?
Sure.
Can I just go running
Why are
down?
you grabbing different dice?
I'm making my job easier on myself. Okay? She's hasted. Okay? I have to do everything at disadvantage to try and react to it. Plus, I have a skunk attacking me. Okay? So, yeah, I grab myself extra dice to make it easier on myself. Okay?
Okay.
You sure it's okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Because otherwise I'll grab another one, and then I'll add that as a bonus roll to everything I do and see how that works.
You're good.
I love being able to change rolls. Alright, so you're going to attack it? Alright,
Running
make...
up and slashing at its... the side of its...
At its side?
Yeah.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Oof. What would I add to it?
Your strength roll.
7?
No. Your strength bonus.
Oh. 12.
12?
12.
Roll damage.
Not bad. 2D... D8. What's this plus 1 and 4?
Your damage.
Oh, okay. Nine.
9?
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. You get a nice slash across its side, and you hear... Let's see if you can react. Yes!
That's what I'm thinking.
Okay, so it gets to make a counterattack.
Let's see if it hits you.
Not at all! Its jaw comes to snap at you, and you just easily... As it goes...
Does she get a counterattack?
No.
Damn.
No.
Okay. Then roll your skunk's attack.
What's the ad for that?
There isn't one.
14?
That's a hit. Okay, roll d6 damage for its bite.
1.
Okay, it does 1 point of damage.
Every little bit of damage helps.
Yeah, the skunk was out hunting for its dinner. It didn't get enough meat.
I'm helping it then. We won't eat this bear together.
Rain out that thing's heart.
You kill it, you toss the sword.
She'll have that thing feel dressed and ready.
I'll skin it first because I want the skin. So.
Oh God.
Alright.
I can make another cloak out
Your
of
attack.
it. I'm gonna slash at it again.
Okay.
Oof. 13.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
2d8s. Okay, I'll just take his. Plus the 1.
9. Again.
Another pretty deep slash into its side as it tries to attack you. No luck.
Plus wisdom, you feel a
Ooh.
compelling feeling.
Oh fuck.
Ooh, takes 7 points of damage. Okay, you perfectly duck through its one swipe attack as the other one just smacks you right in the side.
Oof. Okay.
Wisdom, you feel a compelling feeling drawing you. Oh.
What?
So what, you're trying to say to the other two players, the one that's all paranoid, feeling that there might be something going on in the woods, or the bird one? Sorry.
Caw, motherfucker.
Alright. Anywho, roll a skunk attack.
Huh?
Skunk attack. Because the skunk's attacking it too still, right?
Yep. Six.
That misses. Okay, your turn.
I'm gonna go up to the bear and stab it.
That's kind of funny.
Stab it. Right.
Okay.
17.
That's a hit. Roll damage.
$13. I don't know if I added that correctly.
Okay, you see it trying to start lumbering away and limping, unable to use its back paw or leg.
I went for.
I don't think she needs help.
I said I went for the side.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you've done a crap load of damage to this thing. It's bleeding profusely. It's trying to limp away.
Will you let it, or do you murder it?
If I let it, it's just gonna be in pain.
And
So
it's going so slow, it's ridiculous to you. But it's trying to limp away.
Decap it.
Yeah. Oh,
Is the skunk attacking it?
Nope. I'm gonna go up to it and I'm gonna decap it.
Okay, make an attack roll.
Ooh. 18.
So to decap it, I did give you a -5 to hit, but it's only a DC 10 to hit it.
So she
So,
passes.
yeah. Roll damage.
Yeah.
15.
It only had 13 points left. So, describe the slow motion that you're seeing of this thing's death.
I'm just gonna go running up behind it, and you know, like how if you run up to an animal and you just get to the side and you like skip sideways to like look at them. I'm gonna do that and then just slash at its head and take it off.
So you just skip over to the side of it as it's trying to run away, kind of looking at it like, what are you trying to do? Take your sword. Okay?
Yeah.
And it still takes another like step and a half in its process before it's even realized that its head starts falling off.
Why? God, that's awful.
The fact that you didn't let the skunk go so you could have the kill, I thought was the most amazing part.
And just as you cut off its head and watch it slowly fall to the ground as its body trips over it and lands on top of the head, that, you know, isn't this exactly what you did to the dire wolf and you had to stitch its head back on after all that?
Fuck.
I just had to
point out that thought.
Just stab between his shoulder blades.
Okay. The skunk goes over and starts lapping up the blood pouring out of its wound.
Can I go over and skin the bear?
Yeah, make a nature roll or medicine, your choice.
17.
Yeah, so you skin the bear in a matter of 4 or 5 licks of the skunk. Okay. You butchering it too?
Yep.
Okay. So back to you guys.
Can I make a con check to shake the paranoia? Has it been long enough?
It looks like she's trying to pounce at you where we left off.
Oh yeah, I hid under the bed.
You hide under the bed. Okay, make a stealth roll. Meet his murder.
17.
Okay. He ducks under the bed and disappears in the shadow.
I'm just gonna get up and go over to my bed.
She begins to lay down, and you feel the pressure of the bed above you start to push down upon you.
I scurry to the other
Not the
shadows.
bed you saw him skitter under.
I try to make. Can I make an agility check to dart into the shadows of another bed?
Yep.
Bardic inspiration.
Acrobatic or sleight of hand?
Acrobat.
Stealth, I mean.
Acrobatics. Still my higher with bardic inspiration. 9. As I jump over the bed.
Okay.
Oh no.
Sky, take 2 points of damage as you feel something sharp stab right up the bed into your rear. Okay? As you go to jump, your horn gets caught in the mattress and judges right up into it as you feel like the mattress is trying to rip your horns off.
2, you said?
Yeah. Yes, they're all staying in the same room because they got it for free.
Again.
And they're poor level 2s.
Oh yeah, no.
Except for the satyr, who seems to be making money. I should probably take up jewel crafting at some point the way he's going.
No shit, right?
Get a set of jump cutters tools.
I can get those. I probably got them from the crazy guy too.
Yes, the life of adventuring.
True. Can I make a stealth check to go hide in the shadows away from the bed that's trying to eat my horn?
Okay.
10.
You feel a tug as the mattress below you tears, and you start to go through the mattress into the floor.
I'm gonna get up.
Okay. And you hear
Quickly.
like scraping and scurrying across the floor.
I'm gonna get up quickly and look over at the direction where I heard the scurrying.
Okay.
Do I see him?
You see one of the beds is slowly moving up and down.
I'm gonna look under
I'm
and
sorry,
be
that
like,
was a fail for any type of stealth.
I'm gonna look under the bed and be like, do you need help?
Okay.
What do I
So-
see?
So, as you're underneath the bed, completely perfectly hidden, there's no way anyone could see you. As all of a sudden, the Skeksis' head appears right at the edge of the bed, staring at you. Yes. Can I help you?
What floor am I on?
Second.
Is there windows?
No.
Because I'm going out the window at this point. My paranoid self is losing my
You're
shit.
pointing at me.
Yeah, that was basically what I was thinking of too, Mofo Money. That scene from Little Monsters where the monster first comes out and scares the crap out of him. Pulls him underneath the bed.
I'm not getting those. Is there a window?
You're going to try and make an acrobatics roll to run to the window and jump through it?
This guy's trying to eat me.
Yeah.
That's what I'm seeing. Bardic inspiration. Still, Jesus, 13.
13?
Yeah.
All right. You come running out. You go to dive for the window.
You smash right underneath it.
The window jumped out of your way. It had to have. Your horn does not get stuck in that wall.
I'm gonna look at the mattress, make sure it's not badly ripped.
It's torn. There's a hole, like a good 6 inches down the top of it. Okay, you look underneath and you can see that a good like foot and a half of the bottom is just torn right open. The ropes that were underneath the mattress to hold it up are all sliced and cut. And you can also see scratches all across the floor going underneath the beds.
We try to include our audience.
Yeah, that's more fun of it. You know, come join us. You know, be part of the table, even if you're not here in person, and be here in spirit.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna look over at him.
I'm stunned on the ground right now because I just face planted into a wall.
He's stunned, right?
At least I'm not moving.
Dazed.
I'm gonna grab one of the blankets, go into a corner, and just sit in the corner with the blanket wrapped around me.
Okay. Okay.
This is where I sleep now.
That window freaking jumped out of your way. You saw it do it. You saw you do it because you were dead on for that freaking window. And the wall jumped out and slapped you for it. The wall, this place is out to get you. The beds are going to eat you too. You can see the bed next to you is all sunken in, getting ready to, and it's forming this mouth ready to chomp at you. And you look over in the corner and you see your friend, Skakel, is like bound in a silken cocoon.
Oh my god, don't do this, man.
Oh, you're tripping, so...
Of course I'm figuring out something when I start attacking.
Anything goes.
So you aren't sure how to interact. That's what I've seen. So you got something good. I'm not sure what you mean that we're not sure how to interact. I think we interact pretty well with ourselves, and we try to interact with viewers.
Well,
Yeah, it's kind of like the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Those are fun.
Feed Missy.
That's not the Rocky
I
Horror.
know that.
Okay, and we're not doing the time warp today.
no.
But it's just a step to your right. And
So, am I about the time limit where it runs out?
oh no.
Oh,
We're about an hour and a half in.
I wish I could knock him out.
You can. You would just traumatize him.
I'm not gonna lie. You do realize I am literally a 3 foot tall figure that's
Oh.
small. You could easily just tie me up. You have 4 arms.
As a viewer, you weren't sure how to interact. And I completely understand. That was one of the things I thought of when I was doing this, was watching other people's streams and how you just... There's so many times you're like, dude, come on, just roll for like initiative or roll for an insight check. Why didn't you like ask them about this? Or, you know, they just completely forgot this. Like, you have in your bag the bag of infinite powder or whatever that you could have used for this. But, you know, when you're playing, you forget some of the stuff, even though it's right on your character sheet. And when you're watching, it's a lot easier to keep track of that stuff. So, you know, by all means, let people interact. And, you know, I like having an open world that we all make as we go. That's what the last campaign was too. Well, that one was based on a previous campaign, but no, make me work for it. Then I get a challenge too.
So, I'm gonna get up, and I'm just gonna save everyone the hassle and try to knock him out.
You see her burst forth from her cocoon and come lunging at you.
More like walking towards him, but...
It's all a matter of perspective.
Just walking up.
I try to jump out the window again.
You loom
Okay,
over.
make a roll. Yeah, Fee,
Do I have to roll to catch him?
you've completely cleaned everything up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's all butchered, relatively packaged up, tied up, bundled up, and ready for transport. Loaded up on the skunk because it's easier.
I
Okay,
couldn't
it
put
took
them
you-
in the pockets of my bag.
Oh yeah, you could, but it's all like dripping with blood meat.
Yeah, I'm gonna know.
Okay, so it's a lot easier to just load it up on the skunk and have someone cast prestidigitation on it later, or however you pronounce that word.
And I have the skin, right? I put the skin in my bag, at least.
Well, the skin's also bloody. It needs to be finished, be treated and stuff. So
I won't clean it later.
you just load it all up on the skunk.
Okay,
Would be the smarter way to do it.
fine.
And you start heading back. As you
Skunk
start,
did eat,
Huh?
right?
Huh?
The skunk did eat.
oh yeah,
right?
skunk
Okay.
ate a bunch of the innards. So you're on your way back to town. You get right to the edge of town. You can see the windows of the inn. Okay, and as you're standing there looking up, what'd you roll?
I haven't rolled yet. All right. What am I adding to it?
Your acrobatics.
12.
12. Okay, you see the satyr come bursting through the window of the second floor and flying down below onto the with a fat. Make another
I couldn't
acrobatics
roll.
check.
Please land and knock yourself out.
I couldn't roll to try to.
You're the one. He
Yeah.
lands and knocks
I couldn't
himself
roll to try
out.
to run to catch him.
Roll a acrobatics at disadvantage. DC 18.
Yep, no.
Roll the 4 first roll.
I tripped. As soon as I try to get off the skunk, I
Okay.
just fall.
You go to lunge forward, okay? And as you're lunging forward, you
Everything
know
is-
you're not going to get there in time because you lunge forward in time to see the satyr head first down in the ground, feet up or cloven hoofs up in the air. Okay, ass exposed. He does have a bit of a tail. It's just really short and stubby and a little bit of floof.
Okay.
You never noticed that before.
I thought you didn't have a tail.
He's
Okay.
out cold. Tell me he's out
Make a
cold.
constitution roll,
Fail this, please.
and you look up and you see the Skeksis standing up in the window.
I'm thinking that skek tried to kill him.
14.
14. Okay. No, you're still conscious,
Oh no!
God
but
fucking damn it.
you're not aware that there's anyone next to you yet, and your horns are stuck in the ground. You can't seem to pull them out, and you swear you're sinking further in.
I'm gonna go downstairs, down to the barkeep, and I'm just gonna look at him like, my friends took a potion. One of them's paranoid as all hell. Ripped the
We'll
bed
get back to it. It's going to take you a few moments to get
Yeah.
downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay, just to be fair for time frames.
Wait.
Curse Sky.
Of course you did.
So you're not going to have any luck getting them any help. Okay. So
I don't want to help him at this
Fee,
point.
you first, since you're hasted.
I have the meat in my arms, right? How much do they pack?
It's all loaded up on the skunk.
That's on the
Yeah.
skunk. You don't have any in your arms.
I'm bringing him up to where he would be, the stable.
You could leave the meat on him till
Yeah.
he gets there.
But right now you have a satyr upside down in front of you.
He's fine.
He's fine.
Oh no, I'll stop
Midnight.
suffocating if I don't. That wouldn't be
Midnight
good.
time.
Oh god, okay.
Are you just leaving him there?
No, I'm gonna get off of Punk.
I didn't know you were riding it.
I said I was on him.
Okay.
But I'm gonna get
But I
off.
thought you jumped off to try and catch him.
I am so confused right now.
Yes, you tried to jump
Okay,
and catch.
yes,
so.
I'm off.
So you're like 4 feet away from me, like this, and I'm in the ground 4 feet in front of you.
Can I just pick him up gently, just like grab his like
By his hoofs.
no, by his like sides, like grab his sides.
Make a wisdom check for me.
A wisdom check?
Yep.
18 plus 2, 20. Dirty 20.
The hands of the gods have lifted you free of the mud below you. What type of recompense are they going to ask for your freedom and safety? As you turn, you see the pale, grisly, blood-spattered image vibrating of like a ghost holding you aloft.
That's all I got. That's all I got. There's no phrase or chord except just losing his shit right there.
You get down to the barkeep in time to hear a blood-curdling scream coming from behind the bar.
I'm just gonna hand to bridge
Okay.
of beak.
Okay, and you see the gnome still there tweaking. He must be having a ball!
I look at him. Do you have an antidote for this?
I have antidotes for everything. What do you need an antidote for?
The potion that you gave my friend.
The best one?
Yeah.
Sleep potion. 15 gold per dose.
Give me that. I'm gonna grab 2.
2? Okay.
30 coin.
He hands you 2 sleeping potions.
52.
I'm just holding him upside down.
Potions
just like
aren't cheap.
this, looking at him.
I'm tweaking my shit. This ghost is holding me and off. The gods have come for me.
I'm gonna grab the potions and I'm gonna go
upside down,
outside.
so you're seeing my face from an upside down angle.
Alright.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
Okay, so while you're walking around, okay, the gnome's following you, by the way. What are you two doing? He's swinging in your arms.
That's all I'm doing.
Josiah, calm down.
I make a wisdom check to.
You hear her voice super speed up. Josiah, calm down. It's not calming in the least.
I'm continuing to scream like a little
You're
girl.
not sure what it is. It's a high-pitched, like, squeaking noise
I stopped bleeding.
that knows your name.
I stopped bleeding louder. At this point, yes, I am a goat man. Goddammit, I can do.
Thank
both.
you for the compliment, mofo. So yeah, he's like screaming,
Bleeding.
thrashing.
Bleeding.
Can I try to say more slowly? Can you understand me?
I still feel this dull roar of. Can you understand me?
By now, do I get to them?
Okay. As he stops screaming for a moment, you come around and you see this vibrating image of. You can recognize her for who she is, holding the satyr upside down, feet kicking up in the air, hands thrashing, blood dripping off of one of his horns,
I'm just gonna say.
screaming bloody murder.
I'm just gonna say as quickly as I can, so she understands me. Keep holding him.
Okay.
You hear, keep holding him, as the slowly coming towards you.
Why are you so slow? Can I just walk?
What's going
In front of me in a flash.
As you say this, it looks over to you quick, and you can't see the details of her face because everything's vibrating so much in the dark. Okay? And then next thing you know, poof, the satyr is like 3 inches from your face.
That works. I'm gonna pull out the sleeping potion, open his mouth, pour it in his mouth, and make him swallow it.
Make a dexterity check. Okay, you make one too, because all of a sudden this hand
How many
comes
arms do
rushing.
you have?
4.
You might want to use them.
This hand
I'm
comes
using all
rushing
of them.
towards your face, carrying what seems to be I think it's acid
Can I use saving
or
throw?
poison.
Dad, can I wrap my arms around him, sort of like he's like?
You're holding him like this.
Yeah, but can
Yeah, you can't
just,
move.
like, turn-
You drop him. Don't.
Yeah, like
Okay.
you.
Can I use saving throw?
I was gonna try to do
No.
something to like
Dang.
So what am I rolling?
Dex.
Dirty 20.
grapple.
22.
And you make a strength check.
Damn it.
Not 20.
So you're able to hold on to him. Okay. You thrash and are able to dodge the potion coming at your face, and you're not quite because
Did I spill it though?
No.
Thank God.
Round 2.
I'm gonna use all 4 of my arms to hold him still, open his mouth, and pour it in his mouth.
Strength check,
Good luck.
and you can make a acrobatics to try and get free or contested strength check. And with that amount of thrashing, you're gonna have to make another strength check,
14 for my strength.
but you get advantage. So 14.
11.
And you get advantage so you can roll twice to take the higher number.
17. With
Okay.
my +5.
No problem holding on to him. Very difficult to hold on to, but with 3 arms, you can hold on to his arms, and the other one grabbing his horn, holding his head in place, which is a bit slippery because of the blood dripping off of it. As your 4th arm just comes in and pours the liquid down his gullet. Okay. And make a constitution roll to see if you actually are able
Can
to
you
spit
choose
it out.
to fail it?
At the
No.
moment, I would.
I know you would, but
Cup versus mouth.
Con check?
yeah.
7.
Fail. Okay. It tastes horrible. It must be poison. And then you feel the warmth spread across your body. And everything goes black.
No.
Thank God that's
He passes out.
Do you want one too? I had 2.
She has him in her arms, right?
No, you have him in your arms. Well, she has him 2 arms, his 2 arms in each of her arms, and his horn and another horn and another arm while she's pouring the thing down his...
So between the 5+ foot tall elf and the 8 foot tall Skeksis, you guys are bracing this 3 foot tall satyr. Yeah. Who's unconscious now?
Oh, baby, he's beautiful.
The skunk's in the stable, right?
The skunk comes over and starts licking the satyr and trying to clean it.
I'm gonna set him down on the ground and just let Punk clean him.
I'm gonna grab the other vial of sleeping potion and be like, here, take this. It tastes like cherries.
I'm going into the stable, aren't I?
Punk grabs him by the back of the cloak, drags him into the stable and cuddles down and goes to sleep with it.
The meat is still on him.
Yep. You gonna go
Okay.
remove it?
Yeah.
Before she does, I'm gonna say,
I think
hey,
it's too late.
I have something for you.
I'm unconscious.
I've been there. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say it's worse than ayahuasca. Ayahuasca was actually a horrible, horrible puke, but it was a lot of fun and well worth it.
So,
I've had those 5-hour energy ones that didn't quite sit right, and that's so much worse. That's like a Goldschlager mixed with peppermint schnapps night.
Neither of those are my favorite, and that just sounded like a disgusting combination. Damn, moonshine sounds appealing.
okay, so before she can run off, I'm gonna be like, hey, I got this for you. It tastes like cherries. You'll love it.
I'm gonna go walk into the stable. Completely ignoring her.
She's gone halfway through your sentence.
God damn
Well,
it.
at this moment, you have to realize, it's like, hey, you over there? She's 35 feet away. And it's like, what?
Yep. All right, so you unload the skunk, I take it?
Yes.
You going into the bar, into the tavern, I take it, and trying to prepare it all?
Yeah.
Or
I'm just
doing
gonna.
the usual thing?
I'm gonna take the meat and go open to the kitchen.
Okay. You are a blur of motion as you're preparing and cutting up meat, and the barmaid and the bartender come in and... What is going on?
I'm gonna go in after them and...
Can I dry some of? Oh yeah, how much meat do I have first of all?
You actually only get about 37 pounds of usable meat.
So, as she runs into the kitchen, I'm gonna look down at him, see he's perfectly fine where he is,
I'm in the stable.
and I'm gonna go back inside.
Yeah,
And look-
he's cuddled up with the skunk.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for the bartender.
He's covered in blood and bits of viscera and
Yeah.
other bits of organ.
You do have predisposition.
I walked in before.
Okay. It's a cantrip, doesn't cost anything.
Oh, I know.
Insanity is simply a state of mind. It is perception that is truly dangerous.
Bound insanity.
So, I'm gonna go inside and look for the bartender. Or
Okay.
innkeep. Whoa.
They're both at the kitchen door watching their pans move across in a blurring
I'm
motion,
gonna go
and
over.
pieces of meat like appear on a countertop and then all of a sudden is being like in pieces and then disappearing again.
I'm gonna go over and
Can
just
I
like.
salt some of them, like 10 pounds of it? Like dry that 10 pounds.
You have 37 pounds. You can differentiate it how you wish.
I'm gonna dry
and
10
prepare it.
pounds of it.
Well, drying is going to take a little while.
I will put 10 pounds of it to the side to dry later.
Okay.
Okay. And then
Okay, so you're asleep for the night. What are you doing?
I go over to the kitchen to see this. I'm gonna look at them. She took one of the gnome's potions. I don't know what it was, but all I know is a sleep potion is the only thing that fixes it.
But she doesn't seem to be paranoid. She seems to be perfectly fine with it.
She is perfectly fine.
She came back with, and now you're realizing that she came back with a bear skin that is laying up on a chair. Okay? And you're seeing meat appear and disappear and get moved and cut up.
Oh yeah, she's not paranoid. My other friend was paranoid.
Do I see a cauldron?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put 10 pounds of the meat in there and just...
There's a stew being boiled in it.
I'm just don't add in the meat in there.
Okay.
That's not stopping me.
Okay. After you add the meat, slowly Heather comes over and adds more water to the broth and slowly starts cutting up more veggies. I don't know what's going on, but we're getting more meat in the stew.
Judging by the pelt she brought in, it's bear.
The 17 pounds I have left. Do I see any, like, sort of wax papers anywhere?
No. So, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna look at the
You're going to be
barkeep.
preparing, even though
Yeah, she's busy for a
you're
while.
going to be preparing that for the next half hour to an hour.
I look over at the barkeep. My satyr friend, because of his paranoid tendencies, ripped one of the beds.
Not a problem.
I just wanted to let you know.
We go through at least a bed a week.
I kind of figured.
At least you didn't light it on fire.
No, it's just
That
ripped.
was a bad night.
It's just ripped. Along with a rope that holds up the mattress as well.
No big deal. You need it replaced tonight, or is tomorrow okay?
If it could be replaced tonight, that would be amazing, but if not, that's fine as well.
I'll see what I can do.
If you can't do it, that's perfectly fine as well. The satyr's sleeping in the stable with the skunk.
Oh, then you guys are fine until the morning.
Yeah.
No problem then. And this is when you notice that the gnome is still right behind you,
I'm gonna look down at
watching
the
the
gnome.
whole thing.
Don't look down at the gnome.
You can see the gnome standing there too with a big smile on his face
I'm gonna wait.
as he sits there and dunks another bottle of refresher.
I'm gonna look down at the gnome.
I wave at him.
You're evil.
He starts vibrating a bit more.
You're evil.
You want some?
No.
I got some other stuff here too.
I'll pass.
You can see the astral with this one, and with this one, you can actually walk into a tree and walk out of another tree somewhere else. And this one lets you like walk in a shadow for like 5 minutes, but you gotta be careful because if you get stuck in the shadow, then you're stuck there forever, and that's not much fun. And then this one here makes you look like you're undead for a while. This one's really fun at Halloween parties. And I have this one here, which is you just throw it on the ground and no one can walk on it. It's hilarious. They fall down like crazy. See, watch. And he throws it into the kitchen.
Oh my god!
Fee, make a dexterity check at disadvantage.
So roll 2d20s. Take a lower.
15. 1.
All of a sudden, the floor has no viscosity at all to it. Okay, your feet slide all over the place. You keep trying to hold your balance, but it's not happening as you go careening across and slam into the oven.
Oh no! I get
Take
burned.
6 points of fire damage as you start sizzling on the stove and oven.
Can I rush in to pull her off?
Okay? All
Oh
you
wait,
see,
no shit, no, I don't want to go in there. Never
all
mind.
you see all of a sudden is this blur and then smack and sizzle sound. And you're not sure what's going on because it's just smoky all of a sudden.
Can I look around for... Can I look at my body and see if anything's...
Burning.
You're burning.
Can I get off of the stove?
Yeah. Make another dex check at disadvantage.
8.
You go flying across the room.
Do I add my dex saving throw to it, or...
Yeah.
Okay, then it's 13.
Okay. Luckily, you slam into a bunch of bags of flour or some other baking stuff, and in this huge cloud of white puff of smoke, which comes billowing out of the kitchen, you can't see anymore. Everything's white.
Did she knock herself out? Or did she just kill herself?
She just slammed into a whole bunch of bags of flour.
I'm just looking around. I'm not really gonna freak out. I'm gonna try to stay calm.
Okay. It's really hard to breathe.
You should have her roll wisdom, see how calm she can stay.
I need someone else just so that I don't get in trouble for being the bad guy here. Somebody roll a d20.
I will.
I'll do it.
If it's less than 15, something's going to happen.
16.
Okay. The flour starts to settle down around you.
Mm-hmm.
So you're starting to be able to see, and you're starting to be able to see in as the cloud moves towards the back of the kitchen.
Whew.
And as it reaches the oven, it ignites. In a bright burst of flame,
Oh.
the entire kitchen lights up.
Oh, wait, you
And
said
it's
it was...
gone in a flash. Okay? Take 1 point of damage.
I'm at 4.
Okay? From the burst of flame and the lack of air to breathe afterwards. Okay? And you're blinded for the next couple rounds.
Can I cast...
Can I find a place to sit down?
You are literally sitting on a bunch of bags of stuff right now.
Can I
I'm
cast
just gonna
Cure
sit
Wounds
there,
on
close
her?
my
Yeah.
eyes, and just sort of...
I don't need to touch her, do I?
Yeah, for cure wounds you do.
Is the forest still slippery?
You'll have to find out.
I look down
Once
at
the
them.
potion hit the floor, it didn't look any different.
I look at the gnome. How long does that slippery potion last?
That was fucking awesome! Like, boom! And then boom, and then boom, and then freaking... Yeah, what?
How long does that slippery potion last? 2 hours.
I'm cuddled up with the skunk. Probably pretty comfy, actually.
I'm gonna scale the counter. Like, I'm gonna go in, get on the counter, and kind of shimmy my way over to her, avoiding the floor.
All right, acrobatics check.
18.
All right, you're able to make it up on the counter. It's another good 10-foot leap over to the cabinets and shelves that she's sitting on. The broken bags of flour at this point.
But I make it to her.
No, you're on the table.
Okay.
You want to make the jump towards her?
Yeah.
Okay. Another dex check.
Acrobatics?
Yeah.
14.
Okay. You land right next to her. You feel and hear a large thud next to you.
Can I roll to try to stay calm? Because she did mention that.
You're not paranoid. You
You're
can
not
stay calm.
paranoid. You can stay
Okay.
calm.
I'm the one who's
I'm
looking
gonna
around.
put my
hear a
hand on
thud.
her and cast Cure Wounds. My last spell slot of the day.
You feel a warm hand upon you, and this warmth spread through you. How much does she heal?
It's a D8, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Plus your spell mod.
Plus my spell mod, which is... Where is that?
You guys take more damage from yourself than any enemy.
I took a few good hit points.
Where is
from
your spell
the
mod?
bear.
It's the top of the spell
True.
sheet at the end.
So,
Left side.
so the spell is DC?
No.
See? No?
Down and then to the left a little bit. Or to the right, down and to the right a little bit.
Spell attack class 1?
Yeah.
That's what it says? Okay, so I got a plus 6.
Yeah.
11.
11?
11.
Okay, you heal 11 hit points.
And I'm down to 0 spell slots.
Well, you actually did rest since the last time you cast a spell. So you got that spell slot back.
Oh, okay, so I'm down to 1.
Yeah.
I'm at 15 hit points, so I'm good now.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So the two of you are now sitting on a pile of busted bags of flour.
Can
I'm
I
gonna
see
give
stuff
her...
now?
Huh?
Can I see stuff now, or am I still?
Oh, you're still hasted.
No, she's still blind.
Yeah.
Your vision's starting to clear up.
Okay. I'm gonna try blinking a few times.
Is there a
See if
window?
that helps.
Yeah.
First floor, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna open the window.
Make a dex check. Acrobatics.
Is the window behind us?
It's down. It's on the side of the wall, a few feet away.
You'd have to travel through it.
Were you cursing?
The next
Oh,
curse is
Phoenix.
on Fee.
What did I do?
I don't know, but whatever you do next, you have negative D6 on it.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna kind of stay close to the wall and use the wall as support to
Okay.
get over to the window.
All right. Make your acrobatics check.
3.
Yeah. You go about you take one step on the ground. It's still slippery as your foot goes one way and the other leg goes the other way, and you're basically doing the painful splits.
What was that?
And you're sleeping through all of this.
Content with Punk.
I'm gonna look at the gnome at the entrance. Reverse it!
What? Reverse what? Which part?
The slippery floor.
Slippery floor. Slippery floor. Are you sure?
No.
No, not with that look.
Well, then we'll have to wait till it wears off.
How long?
Oh, a couple hours.
Why would he reverse it? This is like a wonderful show. I wish I was watching it, but I'm cuddling up.
Ride doesn't stop.
You're finding it funny too, watching everything happen, even though you're hurt and healed.
I can walk. I'm seeing stuff. Where's my
Yeah,
vision?
your vision's clearing up. Okay, you can see her doing basically splits on the floor.
Okay.
So what are you guys doing?
I'm going to try to get to that window and crawl out of it.
Can I roll insight to see what's going on?
Maybe you want to do like a perception or investigation. Insight's only if you're trying to read a person.
Okay, perception then.
Okay, yeah.
Gonna look for her.
Yeah, do a perception check.
Am I rolling a d6?
Because she got cursed.
Oh,
So after I subtract the 3, do I add my perception to
yes.
it?
Yep.
17.
See, Mofo, you can't curse her. Her dice love her too much.
Fuck you, mofo.
That's not very nice.
Don't need to risk cursing a player on a game you're watching.
Oh, it makes it entertaining at times. Everyone can entertain a decent amount of trolling for so much. And it's not like he's giving you critical fails.
You had to open your mouth.
Did you realize how expensive those are?
Yeah, they are expensive.
I see her, right?
Yeah. So if you look forward, you have the table that has like the major preparations of stuff that you're using to cut up the meat on. Okay. You are sitting on broken bags of flour. There are shelves next to you. She's straddled like right in front of you on the floor, like spread out. Okay. On the other side of the shelves, there's a window. Okay. And about 10 feet from you in front of you is the door that she jumped through onto the table in order to come over to jump to you.
Wait, I'm dumb. I could just
Can I see
flatten myself.
if I could, like, try to stand using the wall as support?
Fee, just sit down and butt scooch. You won't fall if you butt scooch.
The fades are not cool. Okay. I'm gonna try to get up. Stand up.
Okay, make an acrobatics roll. $11. Nope, you find that the ground meets your butt pretty quick.
I'm gonna kind of shimmy myself so I'm in like a lying position, and I'm just gonna shimmy myself to the door at this point.
So she's crawling towards you, or trying to, but it just kind of looks like some kind of Art Deco kind of dance thing, because as she goes to grab the floor, it just slides right across the floor, and she can't get any traction as she's trying to pull herself across the floor.
Are there cabinets near me?
Yeah.
Don't destroy the cabinet.
Make a strength check.
7.
All right. You take 3 points of damage. And Fee, you take 3 points of damage as she comes bolting straight into you and headbutts you in the side, which then causes you to also go flying against the wall, with her right in your lap.
But are we closer to the door?
No.
God damn it!
Well, you are. She's not.
I'm gonna scurry out of
Can I put her in a headlock? Just like
You
trying to
could.
put my arm around her neck and like just...
At this point, you could just push her and send her across the floor, too.
I'll do that.
Throw her at the,
Strength check.
throw her at the door.
I'll do that.
You're going to throw her towards the door?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw her.
Strength check.
Oh fuck. 10.
Okay. You grab her. As you go to throw her, okay, you go flying the opposite direction. So you come to a careening halt as you slam into the bottom of the oven.
God damn it.
Okay,
Michael's
but
to the
you
door.
can see the window right next to you now. That's about 4 feet up off the ground.
I try crawling up.
Okay, so
Michael's to the door.
you are in the corner. Okay, the door is about 10 feet in one direction from you, and she's about 15 to almost
I'm
20
gonna
feet in
use
the
the wall
different
to, like,
direction.
kind of like shimmy myself, use the wall as friction to get myself closer to the door.
Okay, make a sleight of hand check on this one.
4.
You make it a little bit, and then as you grab onto one of the legs of a table in order to pull yourself further across,
The table moves with me.
the table itself gets pulled and right on top of you.
How much damage did I?
No damage, but you are currently pinned under a table.
I'm just gonna look at the barkeep, who's probably still standing at the door laughing his ass
The
off.
barkeep, his wife, the gnome, and about 6 other elves now are watching from the doorway, as well as a couple are watching from behind the other side of the bar through the open window into the kitchen.
I'm just gonna sit there with a table on top of me. Well, this is how I die, I guess.
Wow, never would have thought a slick potion would have been
The demise of us.
It's like the door.
I roll over in the skunk's lap.
Nice and cozy, covered in blood.
Prestidigitation is a wonderful thing. Not sure why you didn't bother.
Dreaming of vanilla cookies.
Because it still smells like vanilla!
That's funny. The skunk still smells like vanilla. Covered in blood. Smells like vanilla. So yes, I am dreaming of vanilla cookies, damn it. And vanilla rum.
Licks the skunk just to...
So,
No.
yeah, you are up against the side of the oven. And you can see the window about 4 feet above you.
I see something that looks sturdy enough to grab onto.
You have the hot stone of the oven.
Yeah, no.
Not that again.
About 3 feet away from you, if you want to try and go for it, is the table.
Which is... I'm under.
No,
There's 2 tables.
You're on the other side of the room.
you're on the table that you pulled off the side of the wall on top of yourself. Okay, I'm talking about the table that's in the center of the room.
I'm gonna army crawl towards the table.
Okay, away from the window.
I'm still cooking stuff. I'm not gonna leave my meat alone. It's mine.
God.
You eliminate the floor of the kitchen, and you're like, I still gotta cook. You realize that there's like no floor of this kitchen that didn't get slicked, right?
It's fine. I'll find a way.
Oh
Okay.
my God, you dunce.
All right. See?
Yeah.
Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. 23.
Okay. As you begin to crawl, your arms and legs all go out in all 4 directions. Okay, as you slam, your voice comes escaping out of you in this high-pitched, odd squeal.
Screw you.
Yeah, it's like a scream and a squeal, but neither at the same time, and it has a slight
It's like a
melody to it that you can almost recognize. Okay, as you feel a wave spread out from you, and you feel this odd tingle of energy come across you, as the ground starts feeling weird.
Oh, fuck.
What?
Do you take a look at the ground below you?
Yeah.
I'm looking at the ground too.
Okay, you see that there's moss growing up around you, like literally in a pattern, circular pattern away from you.
Can I move?
Okay, and you feel the soft moss cushioning the floor, and you're not slipping on it.
Can I try to stand up?
It goes about 10 feet away from you. You feel the little pieces of it start to come up, but not enough to get a grip on.
Can I go back towards the 17-pound meat powder I left on the table?
It's within arm's reach at this point, and you're standing on a bed of soft moss.
I'm gonna look down at her.
With a table still on me.
I'm gonna go push the...
And
Can
on
you
that
make
table
that
was
noise again?
and on that table was another piece of the meat.
Which is God knows where now, because it hit the floor.
It's on the floor.
Can I...
Oh, it didn't just go...
Can I put
disappearing.
my foot up against her butt and just sort of push her out of the kitchen? That's okay.
What you feel is
See, I'm down to 11 hit points.
you feel a slight push as you go
Do it.
sliding
I
towards the
before.
doorway. Okay. Do you see the barkeep reach out a hand to try and grab you as you go by? Are you going to try and grab it?
Yeah.
Make a dex sleight of hand to see if you can catch it.
Dirty 20.
All right, you catch his hand as they pull you out, and finally, the ground doesn't move. It actually holds your feet.
I'm just gonna look.
I'm just putting away my spares.
Oh, we thought... Okay.
I'm the only one who didn't start putting away my dice. I'm just like,
I just seen you and I was
it's
like,
not done yet. I'm gonna look up the
It's
barkeep.
8:53. I gotta get ready for
I'm
it.
gonna
Looks at
look-
you. Isn't that fucking awesome?
I'm gonna kill that gnome. Looks over at the gnome. That was mean.
That was awesome.
And you should be
Can I pick
ashamed
up
of
the
yourself.
The floor?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna just toss it with the towel on the other table.
Yeah. And you can feel the plant life around you growing slightly.
Cool. I wonder if we could fill the whole floor with moss.
As you start thinking about it, moss starts growing further away from you. Across the floor,
Just
up the
enough,
legs of the table,
just enough to cover up the floor. Don't touch
continues
anything
growing.
else. No.
You want to try and stop it?
Yeah.
Make a wisdom check. DC 12.
23.
Oh yeah. You figure out you are the one doing it. It reminds you of the chamber when you were singing,
Oh yeah. Okay.
and you feel that power inside of you.
It's cool. Okay. So do I retract it from the table?
Yeah.
Other things? Okay.
So you're gonna spend the next couple hours preparing meat?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm gonna go upstairs and go to bed.
Okay.
How do I cure the bear thing properly?
The bear skin?
We're just gonna say you know how to do it because I don't want to
Okay.
go through all the details for it.
Okay.
You're completely hasted, so everything you do is only gonna take half the amount of time anyway.
Okay.
So in no time at all, you can have this whole thing buttoned up, properly processed. Not only that, but you have the barkeep there who would gladly take some of the leftovers and make other stuff and help you prepare it as well.
Then I'll just leave the 10 pounds of it in the corner of the kitchen that I left there.
Okay. Alright, so, and then I take it you go up to bed?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, you find that you can't sleep until right before daybreak. Okay, he's still out with the skunk as far as you know.
I knocked his ass out.
She's snoring loudly. You just can't sleep until right before as the sun starts rising. All of a sudden, it wears off. The world speeds up. The light is super bright. And you feel completely exhausted as you pass out.
Okay. I just passed out there in my armor and stuff.
Yep. Alright, so for the two of you, morning comes, you wake up, and she is passed out cold, dead to the world, half on the bed.
I'm gonna straighten her up on the bed and tuck her in.
You wake up, incredibly overly heated, wrapped up in cuddly skunk, covered in blood, with the sickly sweet smell of vanilla.
I smile at the vanilla. Then I cast prestidigitation on myself.
And the skunk.
And the skunk.
Okay.
So I
You have a
clean.
splitting headache.
Oh. Going to the tavern for coffee.
I'm gonna get up, go downstairs. I repositioned her on the bed and kind of put the covers over her.
Alright. You come downstairs, you come in.
Mom.
Okay,
I
barkeep
pretty
looks like,
much am the mom of
Morning.
this group.
How are you feeling today? His voice is echoing and so loud in your head.
Slightly, little worse for the wear. A throbbing headache. Anything you have for that might help? Something.
Well, we have something that the alchemist left here last night.
No. I'm gonna go down. Do I go downstairs as I hear that?
And he pulls a small bottle up from underneath the counter. And this is when you start coming downstairs.
Do I see it?
Okay. And he takes out 2 small tablets, drops them into a cup of water, which then they start bubbling and fizzing. And he hands it to you.
Don't drink that.
Do I hear the Skeksis from the stairs? No!
Yep.
Did he leave
After
that
what
for
happened?
me? Or...
Yeah, he handed it straight to you.
I think he wanted me to have it.
After last night and your paranoid ass ripping my fucking bed.
Dad, you're
And having
overdoing
to-
it. You're talking
I
about
had
too
to
much.
knock
Don't
you.
worry, I have them all the time.
Okay, I take it.
It's fizzy. Tastes like you're drinking acid or something horribly painful, as it feels like it's like eating its way down your throat. And then your insides feel cold for a moment. And then in this like loud pop sound, your headache's gone. Your stomach and throat feel perfectly fine. And you're like nothing happened.
I turn back to you. Just a hangover med.
Oh, thank God.
Yep, tablet of purification.
Oh, thank God. I thought it was gonna be
She thought I was gonna be tripping balls again.
We have a few of those left.
I do.
I'm
I'm
gonna-
keeping those for a
I'm
while.
going to look at you because I know you have them.
You
Those
don't
are
know about the
for.
other stuff he has.
I'm gonna look
I
at
think
you.
I just asked.
Those potions are for emergencies only now.
But of course they are.
If I have to deal with your paranoid ass again, I'm going to knock you out by hitting you repeatedly.
You're over exaggerating. I just can't tell him to be saying that for like 2 days. You're just over exaggerating. What's he talking about? What's that bad?
Alright, so the barkeep brings you guys breakfast.
Okay.
You eat breakfast. About half hour after breakfast, one of the elves come in. Alright, so it's been 2 days, and we've been
Yup.
told to head down to the palace, so are you folks ready to go?
One problem.
Well,
The princess is upstairs, knocked out cold.
we can put her in the carriage.
That's fine.
That's agreeable.
Can you grab the 17
All right.
pounds of meat I left in the kitchen, please?
We don't know about it.
I just woke
You
up.
packed them all up. You said you were packing them all
Oh, yeah,
up.
okay.
So you have them all packed up with your bag and stuff, ready to
Okay.
go.
In one of the many pockets
Yeah.
on there.
I go get Punk,
Okay.
who looks clean now.
Yep.
This
Okay.
one.
So Punk's perfectly clean. The daughter is paying attention to it, feeding it candies and pastry treats.
I tell the little girl, we have to get going, unfortunately, little one.
Meanie.
I'm not mean, just have responsibilities like your parents do.
It's okay. Punk can stay here.
No.
Unfortunately, he does have to come with us. He's our responsibility as your parents are responsible for you. I know you take care of
I'm
them
gonna
more,
cast
but
Speak with Animals. Come on, Punk, we gotta go.
You didn't say you were going out there with him.
you're still
Oh,
inside.
damn. Okay, yeah, fine.
But I do basically kind of start getting Punk ready to go and start taking him over toward the caravan, to the cart. That area, because I don't know better.
Do the elves come downstairs with her?
Yep.
Carrying her?
Over the shoulder.
No, they're princess carrying her, and another one's
Oh.
carrying her bag, and they're straining more with her bag than they are with her. And they put you in the carriage.
I climb in the carriage with her.
Okay. And you're riding Punk, I take
Yep.
it? Okay. All right, and then you
Nice
start
to wrap up.
heading down the road.
Yep.
So that is the end for us for tonight. We will be back here on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Eastern. That's the planned time right now
Yep.
for start time.
You probably do it earlier,
We
but
usually get here a little bit earlier, and if we can start a little bit early, that's fine, but our actually game time, I'm putting at 4, and that seems to be working.
that works.
When we put it for 3:30, we never started on time for
Yeah.
the stream itself. So just trying to be fair and honest to people. It's been great having you, Mofo. We hope to have you again on Wednesday when we're back. Invite your friends. If you've enjoyed the story and you want to catch more of us, feel free to like, subscribe. You can see us on live here on Twitch, usually Wednesdays at 4 p.m. Eastern until we end. They're usually about 4 or 5 hours of it.
Can I say something before you end the stream? If you are interested in this, you should check out our other video stream that we did a while ago called
The Reclaimers.
The Reclaimers.
Yeah, it was the end of our last campaign. And hopefully we'll get some of those players back with their new characters. We shall see. And, well, if you don't have any Mofo, well, come on and join us, because we're all pretty hermitage ourselves.
We'll be your friend.
All right, so thank you for coming, and I hope you all have a wonderful evening. Stay safe.
And healthy.
And healthy, almost definitely healthy. Possibly, I'm actually thinking about adding on for some like D&D Beyond ability for some people to join in through Discord, but I haven't put in all the work for that because honestly, I do all the technical for this, so I don't want to say I'll do something and know that it's going to take me freaking forever to get it all ready and stuff. I'm pretty new to all this. I readily admit it. All right, and let's see. Let's see. And next
So see you on Wednesday?
episode.
You have a little bit before you have to get ready for work, right?
Yeah, just a few minutes.
Wednesday, May
15,
28th, 2020. Game starts at 4. And I know this sounds kind of dumb, me doing all this right now, but I want to make sure I put the correct closing on here. All right, so have fun.
Yep, I will see you
Walk
Wednesday.
safe. We'll see you Wednesday.
Yeah.
And life is a fantasy.